my very first reading vlog. We have Bonnie with us here today. She's our special guest. She's not that fussed about being part of this, but that's fine. I thought I would take you on the journey of reading this with me, seeing as we picked it together from my TBR jar. So this is Lex Croucher's Gwen and Art Are Not in Love. I will let you in on a little bit of a secret. I have already started this. I started it last night. I started listening to the audiobook whilst I was rearranging our entire bedroom. So I'm a little bit of the way through. I think I'm on chapter 9. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. I love Lex Croucher's writing. I think they are so good at crafting a world without it being too much information. It doesn't take loads of world building, but they give you enough detail that you kind of feel in it. I will say I don't love the voice of the person who is doing Art's voice in the audiobook, but that may be down to the fact that I listened to it on 1.8 speed, so it probably does pitch up their voice a little bit. It just comes across a little bit whiny, but that's okay. I think he's supposed to be a bit of an annoying character anyway, so maybe it just fits in that. I'm going to try and do this as spoiler free as possible. I have checked the blurb on the back to make sure that I'm not giving away anything that's not on here. So what we have learned so far is that Gwen and Art have been betrothed to each other since Gwen was born, and they just absolutely hate each other. They do not get on. They find each other so irritating, so annoying. But Art has been sent to visit Gwen because there is a big jousting tournament going on. Both Gwen and Art have basically been told, you guys are, I think they're 18 and 19 in this, you need to grow up, you need to get over this annoyance that you have for each other because you're betrothed, you're going to get married, this needs to be the time that you're courting each other and getting to know one another. And they're both horrified by this, not only because they hate each other, but because they're exploring their sexuality and they're not sure that they're interested in the opposite sex. Gwen catches Art kissing a stable boy and goes to confront him, but Art's like, well, don't you fancy the only lady knight that's in the tournament? I've read your journal entries and I've seen the stuff that you've been writing about her. So they concoct this plan that they're going to pretend that they're courting each other, pretend that they're getting to know one another, but they're actually just trying to cover up for the fact that both of them are not interested and have other love interests. To add another dimension to this, Gwen's brother Gabriel, who is set to be the next king, doesn't want to be. He's like, I just want to sit and read in my room if that's okay. I just want to go to the library, which I can relate to. I can relate to that. But there's a little bit of tension between Gabriel and Art. So I'm very intrigued to see where that's going to go. So far, really enjoying it. What I'm going to do now is make a little matcha and get cracking on the physical book. I might immersive read this. I've not done any immersive reading yet. Maybe I'll do that. That is so nice. Okay, I just got back from tennis, which is why I'm looking a little bit like this, but we're going to get back into reading. I didn't end up reading that much at lunchtime. Oh, are you okay? Dog's a little bit hot behind me, so if you can hear heavy breathing, it's her, not me. What was I saying? I didn't get much reading done at lunchtime because I remembered that I had some things to do, so I sat down to read, filmed that little clip, and then was like, oh, I have other things I'm supposed to be doing. So I've done those now. I listened to my audiobook a little bit whilst I was cooking dinner. Also, I lied to you guys because I said I was on chapter 9. I was very much on chapter 6, but it's fine. We're going to catch up now. thought I'd give you my thoughts. I'm going to try and do this spoiler free so that you can enjoy it without finding out what happens. I'm adding this to the list of Lex Croucher books that I have enjoyed. I'm giving it a 3.5/3.75. I'm being a little bit indecisive about this, but overall I did really enjoy it. It's a YA book, so I will say I would have liked a little bit more of an in-depth focus on the politics, because they become really important later on in the book, but I feel like there wasn't enough spoken about beforehand. So I was like, wait, how did we get here? But I am also aware that it's a YA book. The focus is on the characters and their journeys rather than the politics. So I'd like a spin-off, honestly, that was like a little bit deeper into this world, because as always, I love the worlds that Lex Croucher creates. They're really good at creating these worlds without loads and loads of world building, and I know that I have now asked for more world building. But essentially you can enjoy this book for what it is, which is a story about self-discovery, found family, with a little bit of medieval jousting thrown in as well. But I would have just liked a teeny little bit more world building, just so that I understood why the things that happened towards the end of the book happened. And I also think it would have been really useful to have a little bit more political context, because it really feeds into Gabriel's plot line as well. However, I'm going to stop talking about the politics now, because overall I did really enjoy this book. The characters are so lovable. Lex Croucher always writes characters that at the end of the book I'm like, oh, I'm so happy that they're happy, because I just wanted the best for them. And that is how I felt about Art, it's how I felt about Gwen, but it's also how I felt about the supporting characters as well. Literally every single character in this, in their little friendship group, I was like, oh, I hope it all works out for them. I hope they're okay. I'm really glad that I pulled this out of my TBR jar, because I'm not sure whether I would have got around to reading this anytime soon. I had not prioritised it at all, but I'm really glad that I did, because it was such a lovely read. Now I want to say that there's another one in this universe, or kind of like similar time. Am I remembering that right? Maybe I'm not, but I feel like there's another one of Lex Croucher's books that I haven't read yet, so I'm going to go look that up, because I would really like to get that one. To summarise, a really good book about found family, self-discovery, and if you like the kind of medieval jousting, knights, that kind of thing, this will be for you. That is all for now, and I will see you in the next reading vlog.